Grace and peace, and welcome to 5 Minutes of Faith, presented to you by Believers Ministries, where we are reaching the community with the love of Christ, one person, one family at a time. Join us today as we take excerpts from our guest speaker, Minister Doreen Dawkins from Raymond Christian Center.
It's a lie from the enemy that you can't change. You're lying to yourself because you don't want to change. We just read in Isaiah 53:5 that we are healed by the stripes that Jesus took for us. In the verse we just read in James 4:7 says we must submit to God. If we submit to God, the devil will flee. Again, the problem is we don't want to submit to God. We want to sit on the throne of our hearts and rule our lives and decide what we're going to do when we want to do it and make our own decisions. We want to listen to everybody else other than God. And here's the thing. We don't even want to listen to godly counsel. We want to get somebody worse off than us. This process of turning into a butterfly can take a month to a year depending on the type of the butterfly. The first point related to the process of change is everyone's timing is different. We have some kind of nerve, old saints of God, judging people who just got saved and talking about, oh, look, they still in sin. And because they still working on some areas in their life. Well, baby, they just got saved last week. Now, how long did it take you to get out your sin of choice? Or here's the question, are you still in your sin of choice? Because sometimes we sit up and try to polish our halos off, knowing full well that we don't even live right on Sunday, let alone from Sunday to Saturday. We just kind of clean it up just for Sunday morning to get it in the church and sit it on in the seats. But then as soon as we leave the church, here it comes. Well, remember Job. Job had a bunch of stuff that went on in his life. Job lost everything. He lost his family, he lost his possessions, and he even got sick. But Job's account in Job 14:14 says, if a man die, shall he live again? All the days of my appointed time I will wait till my change comes. And that's what you have to do, is say, you know what? It looked like everybody around me is getting blessed. It looked like everybody around me is doing whatever, and they ain't even have living nothing. But guess what? You better stay there and wait on God. And you know, anytime I say wait on God, you know where I'm going. My favorite scripture, Isaiah the 40th chapter, verse 29 through 31. He giveth power to the faint. To them that have no might, he increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Now it'll work if you work it, because over the course of time, when it feels like you just can't take another nothing, if you just stay there, then the strength of God sometimes will just overwhelm you. And you say, well, how did I get out of that? I don't know. I just kept waiting on God, and then his strength showed up. That's what happens. You just got to stay there and you got to see the manifestation of what God has promised, regardless of who's doing what. And look like everything is going hell. All hell is breaking loose. But guess what? Wait on God. He will renew your strength, and you will mount up as wings as eagles. The fifth point related to the process of change is we must learn how to fly in the call of God on our lives. Now, R. Kelly produced this song, I Believe I Can Fly. And I think it goes something like this. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me flying through that open door or something like that. I believe I can fly. Y'all looking at me. Y'all know that song. Folks just like, oh, Father. Now, Yolanda Adams does have the version on her CD if y'all want to get deep about it. My God. Says, R. Kelly. Y'all probably got the CD in your... Y'all looking crazy face. Now don't make me call y'all out, because you know I will. I'm just that crazy. But yes, we can fly, but he had it wrong. You can't do everything. You can do what God called you to do. You can call what God created you to do. You can do what God shaped you to do. But you can't do everything. Now I could have prayed the house down, and I could have fasted for 2 weeks if You know, I had to hear the Lord to fast for a meal, let alone 2 weeks. But anyway, it's just a point, y'all. I'm not saying I did it, because we know I didn't do it, okay? So you could do all that, but guess what I was not going to be? I was not going to be a dancer. You know how we know I was not going to be a dancer? I think I told this before. My mother, because I was a little chubby kid. I was gonna say I was a fat kid. I was a little chubby kid, and she had a nerve. I could read lips too. She said she was fat. Okay, I was a little fat kid, and so she purposed in her heart, I'm not gonna have no little fat kid, so I'm gonna get her in dance. So you know what happened? The little boys was taking bongo lessons, and you know I'm kind of musically inclined because I wanted to take organ lessons, and we couldn't find them. So I said, I wanna, and the little boys was in there just having a good old time doing the bongos. Dad, you know, didn't go to her. Dad, I want to take the bongos. You know, you gotta do what your mother said. What? And so she had me in this dance, y'all. Now you know, God didn't get no glory, and as a youth, I'm gonna be honest, I was cussing under my breath and probably cussing out loud taking that dance because I was fat, and then you had to jump, you had to get up on your ankles. Oh my God, it was awful. And so I said, I kept complaining, Dad, can't we play basketball? Can't we do anything other than dance? So guess what? I think that might be one of the few things that I quit as a youth. Because I think what happened was one time she picked me up from dance and saw that my little fat self was out there struggling. And she said, oh, that's it for dance. They ain't coming back. And she's over there. See, you know what? The saints be in your sermon. She said, yep, that's how it was. That's how it went. Mm-hmm. So, but guess what? According to R. Kelly, I could be a dancer, right?
The Lord has encouraged you today, and we'd like to take this time to cordially invite you to join us for service. And we're located at 465 Waterbury Court, Suite E, Gahanna, Ohio. For more information about our services, feel free to visit the web at www.believersministries.net.